Welcome back guys to a new video. Now today I feel like this is one of the biggest Ark videos I'm gonna make, talking about some updates that are gonna be released coming up very soon. This isn't going to be like one big update that gets released. There may be some of them that can be considered bigger than the others because they fix different things that are the main problems within the game. But there's going to be lots of these different updates released throughout a certain amount of time, which I feel like is going to make a huge change for the game and maybe make the game playable in some people's, sort of words, which would be absolutely awesome. Now, if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I want to thank everyone, as I always do every video, for the constant support. I'm sorry that there hasn't been videos for the past 2 days. I always make sure that I try my best to get a video out a day, so I'm really sorry about that. We're going to be trying to get back on track now with the videos constantly. But let's get straight on with the main part of the video, which is like what's coming next basically within these weeks. Some of you guys may have seen this post before, but this is what's going to be starting off this video, moving on into the next bit of the patch notes with what is going to be released. So what's coming next? Now, basically, WILDCARD were like, now that TLC update phase 2 has been released on the PC, and then it will be releasing for the console around about mid-April. I don't know the official date for that, but it will be around mid-April, and as soon as I hear the news, I'll update you guys on that. They are going to be looking into basically fixing the game. Now, that is something I know a lot of you guys are going to be looking forward to, because when they release new content, people are like, you know what, this content is awesome, I'm so happy they're releasing this, but then a lot of people are like, well, I can still have got so many problems within the game. Undermapping is properly getting sorted out now, which is great. I've seen lots of work being going on with that, but just different bugs that in the game that we constantly have, they're going to be working on from now on with the next few weeks. So as you can see, going forward, WILDCARD will now be working on their PC patching process and the console, and be leaving heavily on regular Tuesday and Wednesday updates. Now, this won't be happening all the time. There won't be constant Tuesday and Wednesday updates, but just very small ones. So don't worry if you're someone who might not have the best internet, and when you download something, it takes ages. They won't be like 20 gigabyte updates like when the TLC update comes out. They're like going to be smaller ones just to fix a lot of huge bug fixes. I'm sure you guys will prefer like waiting an odd hour to be installed and then it's all done and you can just play the game so much better than before. So after TLC 2 is released, as it has been on PC, but we're waiting for console, WILDCARD will be turning their focus more directly onto bug fixes and quality of life improvements in the weeks ahead. Now, that is what we want to be hearing, and it's something I'm really happy. It puts a smile to my face seeing that, because this is something they should have done a year ago before the game was released, rather than releasing more content. And I feel like they could have done it in such a different way, where they could have released so much other content, DLCs, later on, once they've got this game fully sorted out. I feel like that would, to me, that's the best idea, and getting these bug fixes, getting sorted is the main thing, because this is what stops a lot of players playing, and a lot of past players, ex-Ark Survival Evolved players still playing to this day. And I'm sure once this gets sorted, they'll probably get a lot of players come back. So in the weeks ahead, as I said, they're going to be working on that, and there are some issues that have been brought to attention by the team, and they're going to be mainly looking at the most highlighted issues that affect the players negatively the most, basically. So they're going to look at the most, which, as I said, they should have done before, but the most popular problems within the game, they're going to be working on to get sorted out. It is quite confusing to the fact of how they know a lot of these main issues, and they've been going on the game for a while, yet they still look to release more content. To me, it doesn't make a lot of sense, whereas other games, if they find a huge problem, they'll just literally get it sorted instantly before they release new content. So it is quite strange to the fact that they haven't done this before, but I'm not complaining now, because we're seeing this working, and lots of stuff for the future. The future should be bright for this game. Lots of people still putting Ark is dead, but I personally think it's not, and a lot of people are still saying that it's like, I need to still stop saying a lot of people, but it's because it's what I read on Twitter and stuff. I'm still saying it's like the 6th most popular game on Steam, or maybe even higher than that, so I don't even know. So these issues are going to be constantly fixed in the future. They're going to make their main focuses is if there's any huge bug problems everyone's going on about, they're going to get patches out as soon as possible to get them fixed, rather than, you know, waiting a month or something to be released with their next updates. They're just going to be bringing out constant updates, as I said, on Tuesday and Wednesday to get this sorted. On the console, probably not as quickly as the PC, because when they submit updates, they've got to wait for them to come out with Microsoft for the Xbox and Sony for the PS4, and it takes so much longer because they've got to go through a QA sort of service to make sure it's all good. But it would be good if maybe when they're going to release a PC update, they release it at the time they know, but maybe submit the other updates before, so then we get around about the similar time. I know WILDCARD say quite a lot that the reason why they don't release it before on the console or around about the same time is they like to test it first on the PC, because if there's any problems they can sort it quickly, whereas if there's any problems on the console it takes much longer to be released. So we're now going to be moving on to the PC patch notes of what was, coming on from what's next, but big bug fixes, lots of different stuff coming our way. So with the current version that went live for the TLC Phase 2, there was a few things here, as you can see, that we're going to read through. So temporarily allowed Ragnarok Puzzle Cave building to allow players to evacuate the area. This will last for 1 week in order for players to move out and any creatures left in there. And on the 27th of March, that's in 2 days, we'll be disabling building, so make use of this time. So if you're in this Ragnarok Puzzle Cave, make sure you're evacuating everything out, because on the 27th, they'll be stuck and you won't be able to get them back, basically. So make sure you get that sorted. Fixed an issue that caused the player to be ejected from the saddle when using the Raptor Pounce. Lots of this stuff may not benefit you guys on console, because this will already be sorted when the TLC update gets released. Fixed a bug that made the Mozchops rideable. Fixed an issue that caused pre-patch RGs to lack ability to craft in their saddle. And fixed the looping of Spino Torpor animation. Now these down here after, just before the TLC update came out, Phase 2, are the main ones I'd say for console. So there's a few little stuff here. So Ragnarok update, streaming bounds fixed to help with memory, so this will just make the game smoother, and that's what obviously we love to hear. Fix multiple holes, bugged beacons and floating foliage. Better lighting around the dungeon. Hole fixes for Aberration, the center of the island. So obviously I have actually talked about this before in a video before. Huge undermapping getting sorted out there. Fixed an issue where the Griffin Feather colors appeared to be in default in single player. And opened up transfers for the non-aberrant versions of creatures to be transferred onto Aberration. For example, both Parasaur and Aberrant Parasaur, sorry I said Parasaur there, can exist on Aberration. Now these are some other big ones that's going to be coming to the console when the update does get released. So fixed bug that prevented tribe renaming. This is still a massive problem I think on the console. Make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. I know it is. Separated C4 into their own structure limit category with a limit of 150 per 50 meters. Plugged various different holes. As you guys know, this is like under mapping and stuff in from the center island Aberration. That was server side, but now is into single player on the PC, and that when the whole TLC update will have all of this on the console when it does get released. So it won't only be server side there, it will be absolutely everything. Fixed Therizino and Mozchop's cloning exploit. This is a massive thing. I've seen a lot of people as well in the comments saying they didn't know what it was, so I suppose that's a good thing. I didn't know how popular this was because I haven't known about it myself, but some of you guys may do. Plant Z healing effectiveness reduced to 0.5 HP per second for players on a 0.33 HP per second for dinos with a cap of 80. So really, that is the main big changes that's going to be happening so far with the game, with the TLC Phase 2. But that really is half, not even half, of what's going to be happening with these next few weeks, as I said, on what's coming next, with huge bug fixes. I'm so excited. In this video, I feel like I've repeated myself so much while I've been talking, because everything is literally needing to be repeated, because there's so much stuff that's the same on the wiki and stuff that you read out. But it is going to be big, guys. It's really going to be a step forward for Ark Survival Evolved, and I cannot wait to see how the game improves. if they now say this and the game doesn't improve, I feel like this could very heavily damage it, because people are now going to be very excited, especially after seeing this video and seeing lots of other news, because I know you guys get news from other places as well, not just from my channel. And this might be some people that still don't even watch my channel and have only found me from this video, that, you know, so lots of other stuff. A lot of people are going to be getting hyped about it, so I hope they do it well. The only bit of news I can show you on the Xbox and the PS4 patch notes is just about the TLC dinos. They haven't said anything, but usually everything I cover from the PC and the other news like that all comes to the console and, you know, the Xbox and the PS4 later on within the game. Now, I am going to be ending this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel. We're trying harder and harder every day to keep the grind going to get to that 100,000 subscribers, so make sure to keep supporting. But apart from that, I'll see you guys in my next video. See you guys later, and I hope you did enjoy.